Hi, my name is Syed Katib Hussain, and by profession, I'm a director, cinematographer, and editor. So I started this journey 4.5 years back, and we opened a company called Picturist Studio. Direction for me is all about capturing the right emotions with the right lighting. Now, equipments also becomes a major thing in this videography or cinematography or direction, because it all depends on if it's a product shoot, it's a different camera itself, it's a different lenses. If it's a live event, it's a different equipment. Direction with the scripting and direction without script. I to be honest, I am learning every day with both. I don't prefer anything, but what happens here in with the script, you know exactly what you're going to shoot, you're pre-planning everything, you're creating the scenarios there, you're talking to the actors, you're talking to the audience. So there is something which is planned, but when I prefer more on without script, because when when you're doing a live event, for an example, uh, you don't have a script. You might have a script telling that this is these are the supers, these are what we are looking for, but you don't know what you're shooting, right? So for me to create and direct on that particular situation, which is live, is a major task, and it helps us to learn and understand. Okay, now this is the situation, this is how I'm going to shoot, and we're going to have 2 3 camera angle ready for every situation, or every 5 minutes we're going to roll the camera for. When we are creating an after movie for any particular event, so first we get into the detailing of scripting, because for me scripting is major thing. Once we understand overall what is the event, we get in touch with the people, the team, and we understand in terms of technicality what is the team which is getting into this, what are showcasing each and every bit of person who's working on that project. For an example, a concert. uh, when we're creating a concert, we when it comes to after movie, we can't just show people dancing, the moods, people smiling or enjoying, or the DJ playing with the lights. So all these things is important, but with this backstage, what goes, in terms of technicality of lights, understanding what kind of lights they're going to use for every bit, what kind of the light setting they are focusing on. So we get those shots, and we create the complete, and also we get into taking some bites of people, in terms of the audience who's attending the event. We take some bites to understand that, how did they like the experience. In an event, you create a checklist. We guys also create a checklist where we shoot from the A to Z. So that gives us the whole perspective, to have the data. When we sit for the editing, we get into the scratch to the end. So that helps us to build the after movie, and then we get into looking into the, what kind of background music can we use. If we have rights with the for an example, if you're doing a concert, which I told you, if we have rights from the DJ, probably you better to use his track to create an after movie, because that gives more impact than choosing a random music. So first of all, we have to create the whole setup, the angles of it. So for an example, if I'm sitting in this place, and this is my whole background, and I'm sitting in a house, so my whole face lighting from the front, from the side, what am I showing at the back, it has to have the live feeling. So lighting becomes the major part for virtual events because it all depends on what kind of scenario you're creating, what is the setup you're creating. If it's an outdoor, the lighting has to be as precise as it looks. It should look like the person is standing outdoor. If the virtual event is all about an indoor event where it's a large scale stage, so that the lighting has to be very similar to the stage event which we do on ground event. So for me, light becomes very very major thing, because when it comes to post editing, if you're not having a right amount of lights, and if you're not fix the light properly, you might have to rework, and for all you might not get the clarity in terms of virtual event, and it will look very shabby. It look very shabby because you will not have background clearly. The person who's standing on the stage has to look like actually he's standing on the stage. So that all depends on how many lights are you using, how are you positioning your lights in terms of the face light, backlights, and also the next thing which I would like to say is the camera angles. How many cameras are you using? The person has to be intact with camera. He should not be looking here and there. He's talking to the audience, so he has to be intact to the camera, and it should feel that audience is in the event. It was a 3-day event of an IIM Bangalore Fest Unmad, and we were a team of 5 people who were shooting photography, candid photography, and candid videography. And also before the event was closed, or was in a closing time, we provided them a promo before even the audience leave the event. So that became a major thing for IIM Bangalore, that the the audience, before they left the event, they saw the promo of a 30-second event, and they left. So that gave them a very big impact, because in no time, in 3 days, the whole team is shooting back to back, and live editing is happening. We are coming up with a lot of stories. There was a lot of back end work happening, and then yes, it was a very successful event, and we successfully gave them an 30-second promo video just within 3 days of continuous shooting. And we actually ended the event with the promo. So that was a very very major thing for us. In fact, it was an honor for us to provide them the promo video before the audience could leave the premises. So tips and tricks for the people who are watching this video is, please do your research before getting into any project. Research becomes a major thing, because if you don't understand what you're going to shoot, if you don't understand also when I say research, also be prepared with what kind of edit are you looking into it. So once you understand what is the edit, it becomes much easier for you to shoot, because you know what's running behind your head in terms of editing. So you know that this is the shot I want to take, right? So please do your research. Don't hesitate to get in touch with the best of best in this industry, because these guys are there to help. They are ready to teach. So don't hesitate to ask anyone that I want to learn. And in terms of trending, I would say look into more of technologies, in terms of how easy an equipment can make your shoot, in terms of if you're using sliders, there is manual sliders, there are automatic sliders. So get into more of technologies, because technology is something which you have to look into every year. There's something new which is going to enhance your videography or your direction. So I would say do your research. For me, it's all about research. Get in touch with people, talk to them, understand what we can do in terms of talk to your clients, what are they looking for, ask them the references, what's running in their head. Because as a director, when there's a situation, I know what I'm thinking, but I don't know what's my client thinking. So to understand your client better, you probably talk to them, take more pointers, ask them references that what is your mindset in terms of end product you're looking for. So that will help you to give the client a better product at the end. So thank you guys for supporting me and believing in me, and hopefully looking forward to work in future also.